guys, Alex here from Homeschool of Bel Air. Today's video is going to be a day in the life on one of our regular days. If you're interested in finding out how we do school on a regular day, stay tuned. Okay, so right now we started kind of late today. The boys were playing, and usually in the mornings if they're playing, I kind of let them, because if I don't, I notice that during school they have a lot of wiggles. So I do let them get some playtime in the morning if I already notice them playing. So it's already 9:50, which is already about 50 minutes late. Usually we start school around 9. And well, usually they start school around 8:45. My husband leaves at 8:45, and as soon as my husband's out the door, they come up and they start with their writing. And usually with writing, they don't really need me, so they already know what page to work on. They already know what to do. So that's kind of their little, I get 15 minutes to kind of get Evelyn ready and do other things I need to do around the house, and then I come up and then we get started. Usually by then they should be done. A lot of times they're not. So right now Vincent is working on handwriting without tears. He's doing the cursive portion of it. And then Adrian, right now I have him, he completed his handwriting without tears level K. So I have him working on supplementary work. He's working on a curriculum called Jolly Phonics, and Jolly Phonics curriculum is a phonics program, but the workbook has a lot of writing and penmanship, so I kind of just, for supplement right now, that's what he's working on. And then as far as Evelyn goes, right now she's just working on a DVD program called, it's called Preschool Prep, and all it really is letter sounds. So that's really just the only thing she's watching right now. So this is the reason why I'm using Jolly Phonics as a supplementary right now for writing, is because the activities have a lot of penmanship and just letter formation. So that is what we're currently working on to supplement with any kind of writing. The activity book is also a lot of fun. It comes with stickers, so you get to do fun little sticker activities. So for every letter he gets 2 coloring pages. He doesn't usually do them. And he has a penmanship page, and then he gets a phonics type of activity, and then a phonics sticker page, and that's usually how one of these lessons works out of the Jolly Phonic books. So today he's working on the letter U. Okay, so right now, Vincent, my eldest, is working on his spelling, and that is the Words Their Way word study curriculum. So he knows to pull out his spelling and work on that while Adrian finishes his writing. So now Adrian is actually to the activity book now with his writing, and this is more of a phonics, the phonics part of it, and he gets to color the page if he wants. I let him decide if he wants to or not. While Adrian completes his the spelling, the Jolly Phonics program, he's still working on the phonics part of it. So while he completes that, me and Vincent are going to work on all about reading. So we're going to go ahead and build the word. The first word we're going to build. So we're gonna go over your flashcards, and then I'm gonna have you read these, okay? Okay, so right now what we're doing is, Adrian's already done with his writing. He's done with the spelling sort, and my eldest is still working on All About Reading. Adrian has been taking a little bit of a break on All About Reading. So we got to lesson 22, where we're focusing on digraphs. So we did last week, we did, I think it was the, and then this week we started sh and ch, I think. I can't remember. The problem that we're having is that he's having difficulty remembering those. So we're taking a little break from this. I don't want to move him ahead because he hasn't mastered those sounds. So because of that, what I ended up doing is I pulled out all the flashcards that I own that are basic digraphs, and I printed out just a bunch of worksheets that I found for free through either This Reading Mama, or I believe even some in education.com. This is what we're working on because I want him to master these sounds, and as long as it takes, I'm gonna go ahead and do it because he is having a really hard time with that. So thumb. Okay, so go ahead and, where are your jewels at? Remember we had the little bucket of jewels? Go through each one of these. Remember, Adrian, what sound does this make? Chop, 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 chop. This one makes a shh. You're right. Good job, buddy. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and move you on to your language arts, so you can start with that. I think you have an activity page to do with that.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and you have that page there.
Okay.
So a lot going on. Adrian, did you finish it? Adrian, did you, baby, you didn't let me see to check if you did it right.
I did, because the camera. I'm the security camera.
On the security camera?
Yeah.
Okay, so you do have some worksheets to do. So right now that the boys are working independently on their activities, I'm gonna go ahead and start Evelyn off with her schooling. She is doing the letter U this week, and if anybody knows, the letter U is very hard to really do activities with the letter U. There's not much. There's not many things that start with the letter U, so it's very hard phonetically. So she hasn't been doing that much schooling this week because of that. So she just has a few activities set up for her. So let's get started, okay? So do your little writing, okay? Remember, do the big little and then trace your umbrella. You want to do the umbrella first? Sure. And then unicorn, a unicycle, an umbrella. Coloring the
I
page.
put it in.
Okay, so this is a bean toss activity. The curriculum that I printed out for Evelyn, sit down, baby, has this activity sheet, and I don't necessarily know how you're supposed to use this activity, to tell you the truth. What I usually do with it is I either put letter magnets in a bag and I have her pick one out, and if it's a capital, then she covers up the capital. If it's a lowercase, then she covers a lowercase. So I'll usually do that. So I'll put magnets in a bag and have her do it that way. Or the little bean bags that I made her, we'll do a little bean toss. So beanbag toss, sorry. So I'll toss the beanbag, and if it lands on a capital, then she covers up the capital. If it lands on the lowercase, then she covers up a lowercase. And she has a little underwear to use as the manipulative for this activity. These are from a game from the Target Dollar Spot. Oh, big Okay, so this next one is basically just making this capital U look like this capital U.
Mom, you didn't get my glue.
There it is. So what I have her do is I have them cut them, so she gets scissor practice, and then she also has to do almost like a one-to-one correspondence in the sense of basic skills, finding prepositions, telling me where the object is on this U, and then she has to make sure she finds it on the right spot on this U.
I have a free.
Evelyn wants to show us what she did. What is that?
Lego stack.
A double Lego stack?
Yeah.
Good job. So this curriculum comes with little puzzle pieces, and the child could either glue them, put them together. I usually just tape them onto Legos, and I feel like it just makes it a little bit more hands-on, and she loves building her little towers. So we do this all week.
Yeah.
Okay, so Vincent is now working on his grammar. And as far as grammar goes, his language arts program introduces grammar, and we have something that we focus on every week. But this is a little bit more in depth, and it's the Muffet Girls. Can you show me the cover, baby? Real quick. It's from the Muffet Girls, and it's her language arts and grammar program. And this is what it looks like. And for every month, I print out his little packet, and we focus on one grammar topic. So this week we're doing subject-verb agreements, and that's what we're doing, and we really enjoy this curriculum. Okay, go ahead, Vincent. Go ahead and finish that, baby. Okay, so now Vincent is going to do a few activities from Horizons Phonics. He just does a few worksheets from that curriculum, just for extra practice and reinforcement. So while he does that independently, I'm going to go ahead and work with Adrian with his phonics. And for phonics, we use the McGraw-Hill reading curriculum. Love this program. I'm going to have to do a whole separate video on how we use this.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
So the R and the F.
One went to mom.
Perfect.
Mom went to men.
Perfect, Adrian. We started doing the reading lesson, and we're taking it very, very slowly. We're still not even necessarily on lesson number 1. And I did tear out the book and I put it inside a binder. I just feel like it's easier that way. We're still on lesson 1 on page 4, which is just the sounds. So for this lesson, all we're doing is focusing on the C, the O, the S, the A, and the T. And we have been on this lesson for a week now. She's only 3, so her not memorizing these sounds isn't a big deal. We're still working on them. We're working on the sounds that these letters make, and that is what we're just moving, like I said, very slow. So we're still on page 4. We have been on this page for a week now, and that is it. I mean, we're gonna be going as fast as we can. If I feel like in 2 weeks we can do this page and she can sound out all these just by pointing, then we make amazing progress. So for now, I'm not pushing her too hard. Okay, so what we do first is we go through the alphabet and we do the phonetic sounds of the alphabet. A. B. D. Cat. Ah. Octopus.
Octopus.
Snake.
Snake.
Cat. Good job. Put it on.
Cat.
Apple. Is it apple? Yeah. Good job. Sun. Perfect, Evelyn. What about sock? So good, Mama. So that completes our lesson. That's pretty much all I do. And as soon as I feel like she can move on to page 5, then we'll move to page 5. Okay, so with that reading lesson that I do with Evelyn, she's done with school. She's done for the day. The boys are pretty much caught up now where we can go ahead and start math, and we're both at the same, it's 11:30 now, so we're gonna go ahead and start math with both the boys.
Yeah.
And then we do have geography today. We started the Kentucky.
No, why not me?
So we might have to do that after lunch, which is no big deal. It's just a coloring page and a YouTube video, so it's really quick. So let's go ahead and get started with math. Vincent, I'll get you started in a little bit. Let me get your brother started on his. Okay, so along with math, Adrian also, he's working out of an interactive notebook for math. So I'm gonna have him do his interactive notebook page first, and then we're gonna go ahead and go on into our lesson for the day. He actually starts a whole new math topic today, so it's gonna actually be a lesson.
Give me those.
That is what we're focusing on today, okay? So after, this is called tens. This is your ones. If we put 10 in here and 1 in here, what number is that? 11. 12. 13.
You guys aren't done with your homework?
No. So what number do you think that
We
is?
started late
Oh, what happened?
because
They were playing.
me and Adrian were too playing.
Um,
Yeah, you.
Hi, Daddy's home for lunch, so we're gonna take our lunch break.
Woohoo!
Okay, so we're done with lunch. My husband's gone now, and the kids are downstairs playing. We played outside for a little bit, so I'm kind of letting them cool off a little bit and play with some Legos. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put all their math stuff away, and then we're gonna go ahead and get started with geography, and that's pretty much the last thing we do. Sometimes we can get it done before lunch. Today, because we started so late, we didn't get to, but it's okay, no big deal. All it is they watch a video on YouTube, and today is the National Bird Day, so they get to color a coloring page with the national bird for Kentucky, and that is it. Okay, so let me go ahead and get started and clean all this stuff up.
Do you guys feel lucky? Because we're headed to the Bluegrass State, good old Kentucky. Tomorrow we may not have home, but
nickname for Kentucky is the Bluegrass State. The state bird is the cardinal.
Captured by the Shawnee Native Americans. So his daughter was taken by Native Americans. So she tore off bits of her dress and tied them to branches. Her father followed the trail and rescued her. How cool is that? Later, Daniel Boone became friends with the Native Americans. And there's a little drawing of Daniel Boone. It's a drawing, so it's not going to be exactly what he looks like. But
Alright guys, so that's the end of our school day. If you guys have any comments or questions, please don't forget to leave them in the comment box. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.